Good morning, Oklahoma, and thanks for joining us on Cow-Calf Corner. This week's topic is one that we addressed recently at our Blueprint for the Future Beef Cattle Conference, and it's basically addressing the question, can management influence the carbon footprint of beef production? And in short, the answer to that is yes. And if we are a cow-calf operation, the reality is that what we do with regard to managing pastures, if we rotationally graze, if we practice no-till or minimum tillage, if we do something like adaptive multi-paddock grazing, we are doing things that do decrease the carbon footprint of beef production. Now, there remains a lot to be sorted out with regard to carbon markets and how much of a revenue stream is potentially available to us in the future from doing some of these things. But we learned some interesting information at our conference. Dr. Jason Roundtree from Michigan State University has led a team of researchers there, and they took a look from 2011 to 2018, running cows that weighed from 950 pounds to 1,450 pounds at maturity, and took a look at several different things. And what they found is that those smaller mature weight cows at equal body condition scores consistently weaned off a higher percentage of their mature weight. Those cows were more biologically efficient in that sense. As well, they found that those cows left a smaller carbon footprint. By using adaptive multi-paddock grazing, those cattle and calves were actually grazing a more highly digestible diet. They had less enteric methane emission, and collectively, the result of the higher energy diet, the intensive, highly managed rotational grazing system that they were in, there was more carbon sequestration in the soil and left a smaller carbon footprint, and hence documented the advantage of a more moderate mature weight cow in production with regard to that carbon footprint, the overall biological efficiency, and looking at that on an economic basis, those smaller mature weight cows had a higher net present value than those heavier weight cows. Again, there's a lot to sort out long term, but if we can consistently establish the metrics, the management, and the monitoring of things that influence soil health, there could come a day where selling carbon credits could be an additional revenue stream for cow-calf producers. As always, thanks for being with us on Cow-Calf Corner.